How are y'all doing? You guys having a good day? Gonna wait till everybody comes in. And then we'll get started. All right, guys, remember I have you muted for a reason. So make sure you stay muted unless you have a question, okay? That way there's not too much noise in the background. All right, you can always unmute yourself, but just make sure that you're being courteous and kind of everybody else, especially if there's a lot of people in your house right now. All right, we're gonna wait a couple minutes and then we will get started. You guys have a good weekend? Yeah, good. All right, so again, I'm just gonna try and keep everybody muted today until we see how loud it's gonna be. What's up, Christian?
Can I go to the bathroom?
Go quickly before we get started. Whew, that's loud. All right. Well, today we're going to be painting a really, really pretty flower for your mommies for Mother's Day. So you have to keep it a secret. You can't tell her, okay? So try not to tell her. If she sees it, then you can't, do anything. But you're going to try, okay? Make it a surprise, but I'll give you a little sneak peek. We're going to do a really, really blown up flower. It's going to be cool. All right, you can do whatever colors you want, but I'm going to show you guys that one. All right, let me see. Get all my stuff. So I have a couple people coming in, so we're going to go ahead and let them come in, and we will get started in 1 minute. 1 minute. All right, kiddos. Now I am going to be using a pencil, and then I have tempera paint, so you have craft paint, or you can color it, but it does look better if you have paint. But if you don't have paint, obviously you don't have paint. Ooh, you know what? I didn't get any water. So, who had their hand up? Ashley, what's up? Go ahead.
Is it okay if I go get a paper because I don't have one?
Yes, you kind of need a paper. I'm gonna run and get some water, and I will be right back when we get back. We're gonna get started, okay? All right. All right, kiddos. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna clean my brushes out real quick. We're gonna get started. So today we're gonna be talking about an artist. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen so you guys can see what we're gonna be talking about. So we talked a little bit about color mixing, I think last time as well, but we're gonna be mixing colors and making different shades on our paper as we make our flower, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and so this is our basic color mixing. You know how to do that. We've talked about it a lot in class. If we want to make something lighter, we're going to add white. If we want to make something darker, we're going to add black or brown. So I wanted to show you guys this really, really cool picture of a flower that an artist named Georgia O'Keeffe created. Now, she always really liked to have almost like a bee's version of what a flower would look like. So you can see how up close it is. You almost feel like you're inside the flower, okay? So our flowers that we're gonna draw today and paint today are going to be very similar to that. We're gonna make them really large and almost come off of the paper, okay? So looking at hers, you can see lots of shadows right here. So it's a darker red, but then you have that lighter, almost orangey red around the edges. So making sure that we are going to be thinking about how we want colors. You do not have to use the same colors that I use or the same colors that she uses, but you do need to think about what colors you want to use, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and show you mine on my desk, and we are going to get started, okay? All right, so this is mine, and you can see mine's a little bit brighter than hers because I have the lighter center and I have the lighter inserts inside of my flower. But we're going to go ahead and get started, and I'm going to use my pencil, and we're going to actually act like our flower is kind of so big that we can't fit it onto our paper, okay? So you can do either landscape or portrait, whichever you want. I'm going to be doing landscape, which is hamburger style. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make kind of like an organic shape. It's almost like a peanut shape. But if you want to just do a circle, you could do a circle. But I'm going to do kind of a basic shape. And it just kind of goes in just a little bit on one side. So I'm going to draw that a little bit darker so you can see that. All right. So I have just a random shape. It is kind of an oval, but it's a little bit deformed over here, but that's okay. Okay. Now I'm going to be drawing petals, and I'm going to act like my petals are going to like go off of my paper. Okay. So what I need to do first is I'm going to draw probably let's do 8 little lines, just like you were making a sun. I'm going to do 8 little lines, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So all the way around. Right now it kind of looks like a weird bug. So I'm just going to draw those little 8 lines around, and that's going to be where my petals touch the center of my flower, okay? So I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to draw a petal. Now, I don't want this petal to be perfect. I'm going to kind of do, I don't know, like a little wavy line. Then I'm going to act like I'm going further away, and then I'm going to come back, and I'm going to bring it back in just like that. So just like I would have a petal that goes all the way over here, I'm going to keep doing that. Now this one kind of sticks out just a little bit, so I'm going to start back here. And I'm going to bring it all the way around here like this. And I'm going to act like this one's going all the way around. You can't see my hand, but it's coming back. And I'm going to come back to this little line. And you're going to go around to all of those petals until you have that completely done. So you have all of your petals all done, okay? So again, I'm going to start about here, go to the edge of my paper, act like I'm going all the way around, and then I'm going to come back, all right? So it looks like my petals are off of the paper. I'm going to go all the way around, and this one connects right there. Now remember, you can do that overlapping where you can start halfway through if you need to. All right, Joyce and Jeremiah, we start this like organic shape right here. Or organic, not organic.
That looks like a potato.
It does kind of look like a potato. Remember, keep yourself unmuted unless you have a question, okay? I mean muted unless you have a question. All right, guys, so make sure you start with this shape right here, and then we're drawing large petals all the way around. They go off of the paper. All right. Now these could go all the way over there. And this one comes here. All right, so now I have all of my petals all the way around. All right. I am gonna draw like a little bitty insert inside the middle. And I'm just gonna draw just kind of like a wavy little shape in the middle of each. And that's going to be a different color than the outside of my flower. This one's going to be too big, so it's going to go off. All right. And over here, these petals are real, like they're just kind of real off because they are so far off of the paper, but that's okay. Now, sometimes it gets a little weird over here, so we're gonna have to make sure that we make sure we're painting the right thing. All right, so we have our petals and our flowers. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start with a large brush. I think this time I'm gonna be using, I think I want green to be my center. So I'm gonna start with yellow. So I just have yellow paint and I'm just gonna paint
Miss
the inside. Yes.
I don't have any paint or crayons.
Well, what do you have?
Everything is up in my room.
All right, well, you need to go get something. So you need to go get paint or you need to go get whatever you're gonna be working with.
Okay.
So I'm adding blue and yellow and white to the center of my flower. Again, you can use whatever color you want. What's up, Ashley? Hold on. What's up?
I need to log out because my iPad is only on 2%, so I need to do it on my mom's phone.
Okay, go ahead. I'll let you back in. Okay. All right, guys. So again, I'm just using the yellow and the blue and a little bit of white. But remember, you can use whatever colors you want. You don't have to use these colors. All right, and then you're just gonna paint the center. I have kind of like a limey green center. I think I'm gonna do baby blue petals, maybe. And what we really like is this creamy color. If you get too much white in one area, or if you have, I really like whenever it shows different colors. It doesn't have to be completely blended in, okay? So just kind of paint through it until you get it the color that you want. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and paint or wash out my paintbrush. In these little centers, I'm gonna paint light blue, okay? Now again, you can use whatever colors you want. Make sure your paintbrush is nice and clean if you're changing colors. And I'm gonna start with some white. I know you can't see this, but I'm gonna start with white. And I'm just gonna paint the center white, and then I'm gonna pick up a little blue. And I'm gonna mix that color right in that little center section till it gets to be the color I want. So I think I need a little bit more white. I want it to be lighter than that. So I'm just gonna keep painting and keep painting each little section. So I'm gonna do all of the little sections in the middle first. So I'm just gonna keep the paint on my paintbrush and I'm gonna go to the next section. And it's okay if they're not all exactly the same color. Like mine's gonna get lighter because I'm just adding white right now. So I'm gonna keep grabbing until I get it to be the color I want it. I think this one needs to be a little bit lighter. And again, you just keep painting each little section until you get all of those little sections painted. Now, when you get over into this corner, it's a little crazy because you got so many lines. So you got to make sure that you paint the right one this color. So you're going to skip 2 sections and paint 1 section. So skip 2, paint 1 right here. So yeah, I almost made a mistake right there. I'm going to paint the outside blue too, so that's okay. But you're just going to keep mixing those colors until you get all the color that you like. Okay, and it's okay, like I'm mixing in a little bit of my green that I have in the middle, that's okay. And if you overlap a little bit, that's okay. You don't want to go all the way in the middle, but you also, it's okay if they overlap just a little bit. So again, just try to stay within those little lines and paint all the way around. Remember, skip 2, and I'm going to paint this one. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mark which one I'm going to paint. So I'm going to skip 2 sections, and I'm going to paint this one, and I'm going to skip 2, and I'm going to paint that one. And so now I know which sections are that center section. Now remember, it is nice to have something under your paper because we are painting off of that paper. So you might want to make sure you have something to paint or to put underneath so you don't mess up the table or whatever you're painting on. All right, guys, so you can see mine again. It's kind of messier, and right now it looks like a weird animal, maybe. I don't know. So if you wanted to add just a little bit of color, you could. I'm going to come back in with these and just make sure that they're nice and solid. Okay. Now, is everybody using different colors, or are you guys using the same colors as me? Sophia, what about you? I saw you moving your mouth, but I couldn't hear you. What are you doing?
I'm using different colors.
Different colors, awesome. Kaylee, what about you?
Different colors.
Different colors, awesome. I love that. Stephanie, what are you using?
The colors of flesh.
You want to use the same color?
No. I like.
All right, kiddos. So I'm gonna, after you're done with that, all of those little mini sections, I'm gonna do my darker or my outside section. I'm gonna do a darker blue. Again, I might even do like a purple. I don't know. I'm gonna play around with that and see. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more blue to my paintbrush, which is cool because I don't have to clean my paintbrush as much. And then I'm just going to just fill in that section around. And if your paint gets a little dry, like mine got a little dry, I'm just gonna dip it in the water just a little bit to get it to blend together. And you do want to make sure that the colors that you have next to each other are different. So you can see I have a darker blue and a lighter blue. All right, and then you're just going to go ahead and paint all the way around your petals until your whole flower is painted. All right. So again, make sure that the two colors that you have next to each other, like I put a little too much white in that one. It didn't look very different. So I want it to be a little bit darker than the one in the middle. So you've got to make sure that you keep those two colors different. You guys doing good? Nobody's unmuting themselves, so I'm assuming you're doing good. Anybody have any questions? Again, it's taking me a little bit longer, and it should, to paint all the way through these petals. Remember, your petal stroke, all of your paintbrushes, your brush strokes should go the same direction. You're trying to paint it the same direction. Now again, your petals can be a little bit different in color. They don't all have to be exactly the same blue or green or red or whatever color you're using. I guess we should have talked about maybe you should do your mom's favorite color if you're painting this for your mom. But this is a really nice, you could see if you could give this to your mom for Mother's Day. Maybe she could frame it and put it in the house. That would be super cool. So again, if your paint gets a little dry like mine, I've been using it for a couple of days, so mine's a little dry. So I just keep adding just a little bit of water. I'm just gonna work my way around. We are gonna add some details and we're gonna paint the background whenever we get done. But I'm just working my way around the flower. You guys doing good? You seriously are never this quiet. But again, if you need to turn your paper, like I'm gonna go ahead and turn my paper and I'm gonna paint in a different direction, then you totally do that. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of red to this one, see if it makes it purple. See if I like that change. Maybe a little bit of purple over on this side, makes it a little darker. You guys see that? Just a little bit, not much. And again, mine again is not crazy, like it's kind of messy in all reality. But I'm just gonna paint through it. See if I can, we're gonna add some details and kind of clean it up in a little bit. I'm gonna add a little bit of that red all the way around. I like the way that looks. So that's what's super cool about painting, is that you can change it halfway through. You just got to keep working at it until you get what you like. So you need to be careful over here. They kind of run together, like I said. So make sure that you know what petal is what. Let's see. You guys are so quiet. I don't know what to do with myself. It's so quiet in here. No questions at all. Does everybody understand? Everybody painting where they should be? Is anybody behind? No? Is anybody done before me because you're so fast? I'm working on just getting my way around. Some of you guys are just staring at me. I'm wondering if I'm slow today. Am I slow? What's up, Mia? Go ahead and unmute yourself. If you have your hand up, you need to unmute yourself.
My hand's not up.
Well, you had it pointed. The little thing is up. You must have hit the button by accident. All right, guys, so you can see some of my petals are really dark and some of them are lighter, and that's totally fine. What's up, Frank?
I'm already done.
You're already done? All right, well, you just got to be patient. You got to wait until everybody else is already done. Okay? We're getting there. I'm almost done with my petals, and then we're going to add our background. So you need to go ahead and start figuring out what color your background is, and you can paint those white areas around your petals. Wet this just a little bit. See if I can clean that up just a little bit. All right, kiddos, so I have all of my petals done. If you are not done, you just keep painting wherever you are. I'm gonna I have cool colors in my flower, So I'm gonna do warm colors. So I'm gonna do a, like an orangey background. So I'm gonna get kind of a medium-sized brush and I'm gonna start with yellow. And I'm just gonna paint around the flower where I have that white area. Now I'm gonna add some red to that to make it an orange, and I want it to be a lighter orange, so I'm also gonna add some white to it. But again, you can use whatever colors you want. You do not have to use the colors I am. I'm just showing you how to blend it and get a new color, okay? So I like that color. It's like a peachy orange. And again, I like whenever the colors don't fully blend together. I'm gonna put a little bit right there. And then I'm just gonna kind of go around, and I have white over here and I have white over here. So I'm just gonna do the exact same thing using the red, the yellow, and the white. And I'm gonna paint my background to fill in that space. Always use white or black if you want it to be a different shade. If you want it to be darker, you're gonna use black, and if you want it to be lighter, you're gonna use white. But you do want to paint your paper completely. Don't want to leave any white space. Like right there, I have a little bit of white space. I'm gonna go over that, blend it in so that it looks complete, okay? Now I didn't have very much space behind my flower, and that's okay. But if you just add these little bitty areas, then it looks like you have the background. And it's not just like a flower sitting on a white background. All right, so when I am done with that, I'm gonna take some black and I'm gonna add water to it. So I'm just gonna mix up a little bit of black, almost kind of like a, I might mix some white into it as well. Make a little gray, a dark gray. And I'm gonna put some white in it because I want it to be real thin. I wanna be able to use it kind of like I would if I had an ink pen. And I'm gonna add some details around. I'm gonna kind of clean it up just a little bit. So around the center, I'm gonna just really lightly, I'm holding my paintbrush real light, I'm not holding it firm. I'm gonna go around using my thin paintbrush, and I'm just going to add like a little border all the way around. Just like we do whenever we outline things with a Sharpie. Now I'm gonna start doing my petals. So I'm gonna use, you can still see my lines a little bit, and I'm gonna outline my petals. I'm gonna go all the way around and outline my petals. Now you don't have to outline them completely, but you do wanna have a good line as to where everything is. I ran into my yellow just a little bit there, so I'm gonna go back over to that one. All right. So I'm gonna go around the big petals, and then I'm gonna go around the little petals as well. Again, this is just kind of clean up a little bit, make it look a little more finished. And I'm going to go around those centers that we painted as well. And again, you don't have to worry about it being perfect, as long as you're getting the general idea.
Miss Stewart,
What's up?
I'm done.
Let me see.
I didn't make it look that good. Mrs. Stewart, I'm done.
All right.
Mrs.
Cool.
Stewart, I'm done.
All right. Did you guys get all of your little details drawn back on there?
Oh, yes.
Awesome. All right. So after I'm done with that, I'm going to add a few little dots in the center. And I'm going to add just a little bit on one side. And then I'm going to add a little bit on the other side. And then I am also going to make sure that no one is All right, kiddos, any questions? Does anybody have any questions? I'm going to add a few more little lines here in the middle, just in the center. Just adding little details. There we have it, gigantic flower. What's up, Kevin?
I'm done.
You're all done. Can I see it? Wow, that's awesome, bud. I really like that.
Good.
You didn't or you did?
I didn't do good.
Oh, I forgot a petal over here. All right, let me see them if you're all done. Let me see. Nice, Isabella. Frank, you got to get it either closer because your background is playing with it. I can't see it at all. Nice. Guys, these are awesome. Very cool. All right, kiddos. Well, I'm going to go ahead and take mine off the screen. Now, I would love for you to wait till that dries. And then go ahead and on the back, you can write a note to your mommy and tell her how much you love her. Okay? What's up, Steph?
I'm not finished, but I wanted to show you it.
I would love to see it.
Flower. It's a rainbow
Nice.
flower.
Ooh, I like it. Good job, Mom.
That was my aunt.
Oh, good job, Aunt, whoever's there with you. Because you're being picky. I could see it. You're being picky about colors.
Thank you.
Right?
Yes.
What, buddy? What's up, Sophia?
I'm not done either, but I want to show you mine.
All right. Ooh, I like that background. Very nice colors. I love it. Very nice. Good job. Kaylee, can I see yours? Are you all done? You're not done yet? Okay. Ooh, those are nice colors, though. Very nice. Good job. What's up, Jeremiah?
I'm done.
Let me see. Let me see. Wow. That's really pretty. Good job. All right, kiddos. Kevin, what's up?
Can I show some drawings?
Yeah, you can show one if you want to. Jeremiah. All right, kiddos. So Kevin wants to show us. Ooh, cool. That's really fun. Nice. All right, kiddos. Well, I would love for you to wait till your paper dries if you are painting. Nice. Ooh, Iron Man. And I would love for you to write a note and say, Mommy, I love you. You're awesome. You're the best. And give it to her on Mother's Day, okay? Thumbs up. All right, kiddos. Well, I will see you next. What up? What's up?
Today's actually my mom's birthday.
Ooh, this would be a good present for her too on her birthday. That would be cool. All right, kiddos. Well, I'm gonna let you go, but I will see you next week, okay?
Bye.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later. Love you guys.
Bye.